Hello guys, welcome back to the part 2 of self-hosting SignalR and Web API. In this part we will start with adding one folder to the console server. We add a controllers folder. This will be our Web API services. And inside the controller services folder we add a controller class. We just name it product controller. We just put let's say a collection of or a list of string, call it get, so obviously we know what we're doing. Then we just return a new list of string. Let's say just the usual stuff. So I suppose our controller is okay now. So what we do next is we open the client. First of all, we just add a console client folder. Then inside that we put the one console application. So we just call it self-host console client. Maybe we add one more client. Possibly a web client. Let's do it. Let's add a web client. So self-host .web client. What we do is just make an MVC, an empty MVC. Okay, so now what we do is we start our client from we start first from the console. We create a method here, just a simple static void. We call it run SignalR client. So what we do is we get the hub connection, call it connection, we instantiate that, and we resolve. Then we get it from there. So it will be on the SignalR.net client. So we resolve the namespace. So what we do is we just put the notification client on the other side, so we can just get into it faster. And what we do is we have another variable called proxy. That will be connection dot create proxy. That will be a notification hub. So inside a connection, what we do is we put our URI. So that will be our URI. So we come to the server program, then we can download, or we can just copy the whole thing here. So we can declare over here. So we can say URI, then we can put a forward slash and then put our URI here. So once that has been done, we just try. So we don't throw any. All we do is just print out the exception message anyway. So what we do is, here is we start the connection, and then wait, and then call our proxy. We get the server side notification. In this case, that will be the time that will be coming as a string. Display time. If you recall on our notification here, this is what we actually use in display time. We can actually copy it straight and post it in here. So we will just say the time, and that's what we will get back. And what we do is we just write it to the console. Then one more thing here is we clear the console just to see. So what we're gonna do next is to invoke our server method. So what we do is we call our proxy again. Then we invoke our method. In this case, it's called server time. So we just copy it straight and we put inside here. Close. So as you can see, it is very straightforward, and it doesn't need a lot to complete. So what we come here, what we do is we just say press enter to start SignalR. We just have a read line here. And then we have the run SignalR client, and of course console.readline. So for now, as it seems like everything worked fine, so we just go ahead and F5 and see what we'll get. For now, there's one more thing that we have to do. Actually, we have to stop and we have to set the project to we have to run both of them. So we do a multiple startup, and we start both the client and the server. Then we run again so we can get both of them running concurrently. So now we have both of our instances running. We've got our server started. So let's see if we press enter, we can run the SignalR. As you can see, SignalR is fired up. But there's one more thing that we're going to do before we move on to the next stage. We come back to the hub, the notification hub, and we actually display a real time. So what we do, we just post it back, and we will say here server time. And one more thing that we do is we say thread dot sleep. We can actually do it before the client. So we just we make it sleep like for every second. So F5 again. So now our server is started. You can press enter to run our SignalR. So as you can see, we're getting a response from the server, our hosted console server. So what we can do, one more, is we will actually write something to the console whenever there's a call made. So what we do is here we write something to the console. So on the host side, we see what is actually going on as well. We say connection from then we pull contest the connection ID. So it's just pretty simple. Connection from. Then what we can do as well is time. So as you can see, it's pretty straightforward. So we go F5 again and see, so we can actually capture the incoming connections. Of course, we press enter to run it. So if you can see here, see, so the connection is being logged on our server. See? Okay, so this is what we've got up to. So the next part of the video is we will incorporate the Web API into what we've got so far. So thanks for your time and looking forward for the next video. Bye bye.